Yeah, no, it's gonna be, look, and the fact that we have, how many shows are there? 3 shows or something?
At least 3, maybe 4 even, this weekend.
Yeah.
Same day.
Right, including Mayweather.
Yep.
Isn't Mayweather fighting this
Saturday? He is in Dubai, exhibition, against a sparring partner.
I think everybody's focused on Zurdo this Saturday because of what happened with Canelo and Boesel. So the fact that this fight is this winner is next in line for Boesel. I mean, it's a big deal this Saturday, so we're excited.
What do you think about the Charlo Castaño rematch, Oscar? It's
great.
Put on this
Great fight. I love it. Good fight.
Yeah.
Good fight. I'll watch it. I'll watch it on replay. Yeah, so.
Did you watch the first one?
I didn't. But you know, Castaño's a good fighter, and Charlo, you know, he's a great fighter, and you know, it was a great matchup. So you know, great for the sport.
Yeah. And Fernando Vargas and his kids, they're all gonna be in the card. They're all fighting at the forum, the trailer card.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Kids, that's pretty cool.
It's awesome. Look, I wish Vargas, the dynasty, all the best. I love those guys. I love Vargas. You know, yeah, I totally forgot about it. Yeah, but I wish them all the best. They're great fighters. Emiliano.
If Canelo has his rematch, any different, Oscar?
Look, I have to be honest and say the truth. As a fighter, Boesel will beat him 10 out of 10 times. That's the truth. That's the bottom line. Styles make fights. You know, I mean, the weight is one thing, but the styles, it's just a whole, you know, it's just, Boesel has, you know, he has the goods. That's basically it.
Oscar, what do you think of the scorecards? It was 4-0 Canelo on all judges' scorecards to begin with, and Boesel had to win the last round to pull out the victory.
I mean, look, my dad was sitting almost right next. My dad was sitting in Canelo's section there, and after the 10th round, he was like, "There's no way he can win. That's it, unless he knocks him out." They were close. they were too close for comfort, you know, and you know, I mean, it's I don't know what it is, but that's just boxing.
Does Canelo, should he go the Triple G route the way it was kind of planned out? Had he won anyway?
Sure.
Or should he actually do? I mean, you just said he loses 10 out of 10 times against Boesel.
I think the best route. Speaking as a fighter now, that he should take is go after Triple G at 168. Make him come up to 168. Fight Triple G, knocks him out. I believe he will knock Triple G out, and he's back on top of the world. Easy as that.
Who's the biggest threat at 168 if he were to go down and stay there?
The biggest threat. If he stays at 168, to tell the truth, I'm really not sure who's at 168.
Benavidez.
Oh, well, Benavidez, obviously. I mean, I'm sorry, Benavidez, but yeah, Benavidez would be a threat for anybody. I love his style. I love his mentality. Straightforward. You know, he's a great fighter. I wouldn't take that route. Canelo should take a different route. I think a fight, and now I'm going to be my promoter here. I think a fight that would be huge is a Munguia fight. A Munguia fight, Mexican versus Mexican. I think that's an all-out brawl fight. I think that's one fight that can be made in the near future.
We just got notification Ryan Garcia and Isaac Cruz was set by the WBC as an eliminator. Is that news to you? And I mean, does that look like that should be the next fight for Ryan?
Yeah, we're gonna start working now. I mean, we just found out this morning. I just had a meeting with Ryan Garcia. Came back from the office, and that's the fight they want. That's the fight we want. Ojalá. Ojalá que se haga. Sí, es la pelea que queremos. Ahora que la CMB ordenó la pelea, esa pelea se tiene que dar.
¿Cómo gana Ryan García contra Isaac Cruz? ¿Cómo le gana?
Es una pelea muy interesante. No es una pelea fácil para ambos. Mira, Ryan tiene que estar bien enfocado, bien preparado. Es una pelea de estilos, pero esa pelea se tiene que dar. Y no es manera de, Cruz quiere la pelea. Obviamente, él es peleador, él es mexicano, él quiere la pelea y eso me alegra mucho, sí. Pero su campo, su manejador, su promotor tiene que estar de acuerdo con nosotros. Y ahora que la ordenaron, ojalá que se dé la pelea más fácil, ¿no?
Oscar, 2 semanas seguiditas pierde el entrenador del año, el manejador del año, Eddie Reynoso. ¿Qué hace un entrenador?
3 peleas.
2 semanas seguiditas,
pero 3 peleas fueron, ¿no?
2.
Pero César,
Tres
en el año. También 3.
Okay.
Pero ¿cómo ve eso? ¿Qué sucede para Eddie ahorita?
No, pues mira, a todo el mundo le toca su tiempo y yo creo que mira, él es un gran entrenador. Yo lo conozco muy bien y él obviamente sabe lo que está haciendo y es la mala suerte que le tocó, es todo. Que no se agüite, que siga para adelante. Está joven, tiene los recursos, él sabe lo que está haciendo. Hay que nomás saber qué peleas tomar para su regreso. Yo creo que una pelea con Triple G en las 168 libras noquea a Triple G y está de vuelta en la cima.
Oscar, do you think then he's done at 175? That's a bad choice. They shouldn't even think about that anymore.
Yeah, it all depends. It all depends on the fighter who they choose. When we fought Kovalev, I mean, Kovalev, as we all know, wasn't the same Kovalev as the one that fought Hopkins. So it all depends on at what moment you catch that opponent, that fighter. But I would recommend him staying at 168 and dominating the world there. No issues with that.
Because Boesel mentioned to various people that he is open to moving down to 168 to fight for undisputed titles. What happens there if he moves down 7 pounds to face Canelo? Is it more of an even fight, or the same thing happens?
When look, styles make fights. Styles make fights, and it surprised me that Canelo didn't adjust. It really did. And I've always said that a small good fighter will never beat a big good fighter.
How should have he adjusted? Like, what were you seeing there ringside that you were thinking, like, why isn't he doing this? Or
the uppercuts were landing. I think that might have been the only punch that was landing early on. Jabs to the body, more jabs. He was only in one speed, and he should have switched it up. He should have maybe thrown more combinations, but more jabs. Jab is always the key.
Yeah, I was thinking he was going to knock out instead of trying to win the rounds, right?
Yeah, and then he got tired because he was throwing hard punches every single time. You have to change up your speed, and but those are, look, you live and learn in boxing. When you go for greatness, when you go for the best, when you want to challenge the very best, you have a chance to win, you have a chance to lose, and there's a greater chance of losing because you're going for greatness. So, there's nothing lost. I think fighting Triple G at 168, Canelo knocks him out and he's back on top of the world.
Did you see four cards? Was it a close fight to you watching their ringside?
It really wasn't. No. I have to be honest. It really wasn't. It was a domination by Bivol.
How'd you have it?
I think I had Canelo 4 rounds.
Yeah. Did you see Floyd bet 10,000 on Bivol? He won 42,000.
I saw that online.
Floyd,
He's a betting man. Oscar, he's a betting man.
Are you surprised he bet on Bivol? Or
no, I'm not surprised. Mayweather's smart. He knows his boxing. He's a great, huge IQ in the sport. So
He nailed it too. I think he went for like the UD, not.
Yeah. He's look all the Mayweathers, Roger and Floyd, who senior, who was my trainer and who I love. They have a huge IQ in boxing, so they know their stuff.
The tweet that you sent out, what was that about? The tweet that you sent out about inviting him back?
Yeah, doors are wide open. Look, doors are wide open. If you want to work together once again and have the winning streak that we had together. I mean, the doors are always wide open. So look, no lost love here.
No hay rencor. Y te vemos súper.
Has it changed? Is it no longer Canelo?
Guys, I have to move into the live stream, so
Well,
we'll
I mean,
come back.
you have to be. What's up, brother? Hey.
Oscar, ¿hay planes de llegar al altar nuevamente ahora con nueva novia?
You have to be fair. You have.
Ya le pregunté, dice que no hay compromiso.
Contéstale la abuela.
Mira, me quiere dar un anillo.
Ahí está el anillo.
You have to be fair to all the rest of the fighters.
Oh, you gotta move in.
Like Crawford, it was amazing.
Te quieren dar un anillo.
I told everybody on TMZ about it. My birthday gift finally came out.
Yeah.
Look at
That's
this.
nice.
Beautiful.
Let's see it, Oscar.
Yours is here too.
Muéstralo a la cámara, Oscar.
Beautiful. Look at that.
Isaac, did you?
His and hers. Wow.
Hey, Oscar, what'd you think about Canelo saying that he what'd you make about Canelo saying he thought he won, that Boesel only won 4 rounds? That's what he said at the post fight. He said that Boesel only won 4 rounds.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, look, I've been in that position many times where, you know, when you lose, it's like your emotions get to you, and it's like you feel the winner, and you know, you feel like, oh, close rounds, well, they should go to me. And so I understand all that, you know, it's but carefully looking at the fight and the mistakes you made, the good things you made, you know, you analyze all that and you go back to the drawing board. But yeah, I had Canelo. I mean, realistically, I had Canelo winning like 4 rounds.
Could he ever beat Boesel? Could he ever beat Boesel?
All right, guys, we have
It's a tough task.
We'll bring him back. We'll bring him back.